Who's we? He's not speaking for me. Who's he speaking for? His gym? His teammates? Even Chris Curtis has to walk out of the gym every 20 seconds to get some air from you, Strickland. Are you kidding me? Your token black friend? That dude can't even put up with you for long stretches of time. Let's see what's going on with Sean Strickland. Let's see what's not gonna make it into the embedded.
Here's the thing about Chimaev, guys. Like, he just
Here's the thing, guys. He's ruined it. Sean Strickland has become self-aware. That was once a thing that the community grabbed onto and they made a meme out of it. And now it's one of those became a caricature of themselves kind of a situations. That's not yours. The meme gets made out of you, Sean Strickland. You can't you ain't one of us. You ain't part of the community. You can't do that. You ruin it, bro. That's like if Serial Gain came out for his next fight and he was going like this. It's like, no. You can't. We make fun of you. We find stuff to make memes and stuff out of that. Like, you can't be part of it. That's not yours. You are appropriating the fan base culture right now. It's ruined. The show's over.
weak man, you know? Like, he's just a weak man. Like, here's the thing about Chimaev, guys. Like, he's just a weak man, you know? Like, he's just a weak man.
He's a weak man. He's just a weak man. That's kind of like Ilia Tapuera when he was talking about Armin Saruki. He's a dumb guy. How come? Because he's a dumb guy. Also, I like to read books. What kind? All the books. Bro, give me something. Tell me something good. You got to give me something. He's a weak man. He's a weak man. How come he's a weak man? Because he's a weak man. Ridiculous.
Like, he himself out to Cadero, and now he's himself out to Jackson. Like, I've been training with these.
So I'll use the terminology, he lent himself out to Katie Rov. He's using a different word here, but this is a family-friendly show. He lent himself out to Katie Rov. Okay, Strickland, you, I guess we could say, lend yourself out to the likes of Nina Chama. Nina Chama. So the difference with Chimaev is Katie Rov basically has his whole family, Chimaev's whole family on lock. And if he steps out of line and doesn't do what Katie Rov wants, he sends him the FaceTime. And Chimaev picks up and he sees his mother, he sees his family keeping that barrel warm. You know what I'm saying? And then he's like, oh, I kill everybody. I'm sorry. Oh, I kill everybody. And he says, that's right. That's right. Stay in line. That's your job, to kill everybody. That's all you exist for. Remember how you almost died? Remember how you almost died and you didn't even want to fight anymore? And I brought you back to life just to fight? Keep fighting. Shut your mouth. Keep fighting. And you're out here lending yourself out to Nina Chama for what? For clicks? For social proof? For sponsorships? How is that any different? Your life and the life of your family ain't at stake.
And like mountain men, he's like goat for a real long time, dude. I know when they get on your...
The whole goat lover thing it's old, man. I remember the first time I ever heard it when I watched The 40-Year-Old Virgin. It was funny because it was new. And it was like, oh, that's interesting. But it's old now, dude. You need to take some advice from the homie Josh Hokett. You need to go back to the lab with a pen and a pad. And just like, bro, I mean, you have to have enough time. Again, like, cut the time in half that you split with Nina Chama and write some new material, bro.
Your leg and they start trying to dry you and they start fighting the homosexual tendencies, dude. I know what that's like. This guy.
It's hard to criticize the style. I mean, I know it's a thing for people to criticize the styles of grapplers. But you have to understand, if you're one of those people, how bad it makes you and your favorite striker fighters look when you think of their world-class attributes. Some of them even held world titles before, like Dricus du Duplessis, whoever you want to think of, how ridiculously shut down they are by someone that just goes like this. And I hug you now. And you got 25 minutes to try to do something about this. It's over, bro. The whole groin sniffer, hugger, whatever on the cage, whatever, it's over because all it does is accentuate, oh, your dude that has these elbows and these kicks and these uppercuts and whatever, all the other guy had to do was go, and I hug you now. And then he couldn't do anything. All those years of training and dedication and sacrifice and discipline, he couldn't get out of a hug. You're only bringing attention to it, bro. It just makes you look stupid.
Like it's COVID and retires. Like COVID, bro, retired if.
Okay, yeah, again, Khamzat Chimaev didn't even want to fight anymore. He almost died. And then he was like, you know what? I'd rather spend time with my family. I don't want to live away from them. I don't want to be angry all the time, cutting weight. I don't want to be away from home, training, and then even more away from home, having to fly other places, stay in hotels, do camps far away, try to acclimate to weather, all this stuff. For what? So he says there's more important things in life. And then again, Katie Roth sent the FaceTime. Hey, what'd you say? Did you say you're retiring? No, kill everybody. Kill everybody. That's the only reason he does it. He wanted to stay home and live that simple life with his family. There's nothing wrong with that, Strickland.
Chimaev were to come up to me as a gentleman and say, hey, you know what? You said some things, you insulted my wife. I actually love sheep. It's crazy. Then I would be.
So okay, never mind. I was thinking, okay, he's trying to frame it in his mind like if Chimaev approached me, like I approached Dricus Duduplessis in the DMs and was like, hey, I'm trying to be a gentleman. Let's be cool. It's just business, right? Then it would be all good. But then he went and immediately turned it into another goat joke.
I mean, like, I love goats, dude. You know, goat tastes good. He loves goats. We have that in common. I just don't. But if you come up to me with three goat Chechens that don't speak English, I'm going to pull my gun and I'm going to shoot each and every one of you.
So this might be some conflicting information here because I'm pretty sure there's videos going around right now that just came out that Chimaev did have guys confront Strickland, and the way that it was expressed, the way that Chimaev told the story, I don't think Chimaev was there. But if I got the timeline correct, because I'm seeing this right now, I just saw a video that was saying that Chimaev was saying some of my friends did approach him, and Strickland said basically he pulled the Conor McGregor. He said it's just business. He said I'm trying to get a title shot. Hey bros, I'm just trying to get a title shot. And to make it even worse for Strickland, they said that Strickland actually said it in Chechnyan. He actually went through the work of learning the Chechnyan language just to appeal to these dudes. So, I mean, not really who he pretends to be in these videos when he's trying to act all hard and everything. But anyway, he's over here saying if they approach him, he's going to shoot him. Chimaev said they did approach him. And he's like, hey, it's just business. It's cool. Do you want to go get a hero? So this is like this is bogus right here.
If Brendan Allen was right here and you were to watch Johnny spar Brendan Allen, Johnny could him if he wanted to. He could truly him if he wanted to.
I wouldn't, on the record, I wouldn't. But
so,
So
I mean, Strickland, it is interesting. Strickland's always talking about a lot of gay stuff. It sounds like he has just a lot of gay on the mind all the time. Which might be a projection issue. I don't know. But it is interesting. And I do have to admit, I thought it was weird for Chimaev to post this footage with Allen. You know, there's so many other formidable people that he trains with. It was an odd choice, I thought. And I thought it was kind of akin to, and which makes it ironic that Strickland is criticizing him for doing this. It's like Sean Strickland, when he uploads footage, he's sparring with social media influencers. So what are we talking about, Sean? You're criticizing him for sparring with Brendan Allen when you're having these dudes sign waivers, having to print a fat stack of waivers in your gym just because all the influencers that you have coming in to fight with you, bro?
So you're posting these clips of you beating Brendan Allen, bro? I didn't even like. Brendan Allen has his Instagram handle on his truck, bro. You're pretty much fighting a woman, bro. You're beating up.
That's weird. I didn't know that. I mean, I do. I'm a YouTuber as a living, as a career choice. Well, it's an opportunity. It's not a career, but I would never put that on my car. That's actually embarrassing.
a woman.
Why do you think you leapfrogged your old friend Nazarene Imavov?
Dude, it's just the UFC.
It's all about trash talk. Everybody knows that. That's why I say whenever back in the day, not that long ago, when I was saying, hey, Sean Strickland, keep saying crazy stuff on the mic, but now it's just getting old and he's not creative with it anymore. So now it's just kind of it's run its course. But that's all it is. It's cutting promos and talking trash.
He does this. They go find these like people in these third world countries, and it's like, do you really give a about a French guy that doesn't even claim?
It is weird to criticize the UFC getting fighters from like 5th and 8th world countries because, you know, they're going to have that, you know, let's say Sean is a good fighter, which he is. He's a fighter, and he's as good of a fighter as he is because of his rough upbringing. You got to give that credit. If Sean Strickland didn't have the dad that he had, he'd probably be like selling insurance or something like that right now. He'd probably be out there. You know, he'd be like a biology teacher or something like that. He'd be like a lot more well-rounded, have a good head on his shoulders. Can you imagine someone from like a 12th world country coming from a worse upbringing? What kind of resilience that's gonna build in them? How it's gonna shape and mold them into being a savage warrior? Like, he doesn't even understand what he's saying right here. That's the perfect kind of dude to turn into a fighter.
France, dude. I mean, the guy's probably deep inside a goat right now. You know, like, do you really want to see Imanov after he gets done off his prayer rug to go fight? No, you don't want to see that, bro. We've accepted Alex because Alex is an American. I
mean, he's saying, why would we want to see a dude fight right after he stopped praying? I don't know. That's just, I think it's lazy and it's uninspired. I mean, I feel like the vast majority of fighters that we see when they go into the cage, they do some kind of cross thing, or they kneel down and they put their hands and they're praying. And there's always some kind of prayer, some kind of acknowledgement to their higher power. However, you know, a lot of people say, you know, I don't believe in this, or I don't believe in that, or I don't have a faith, but I'm spiritual, or, you know, however they do it. So it is kind of weird. It really does seem like this dude only points out certain things from certain cultures. And, you know, I said this the other day, I think in a stream. Henry Cejudo, Kobe Covington, Charles Sonnen, Josh Hokett. These dudes, people might think at times it's corny, it's goofy, it's silly, I don't like it, it's too WWE. I love it. I don't like when people try to make a freak show, which fighting is. At its core, it's a freak show. It's two dudes trying to, as much as they can, kill each other within the rule set in their chonies. And they're all looped up. They have Vaseline all over them. And I don't like when it's like going to McDonald's and ordering a salad and then trying to rub it in everyone's faces and act like you're better than them. I don't like when people try to make fighting organizations not a freak show. You know, I like when people act like that on the mic. But when Strickland does it, it doesn't seem, oh, that's silly, oh, that's goofy, oh, that's entertaining. And for a while, for me, I allowed it mentally. And I was like, I like that he's being weird. I like that he's giving us something to talk about. But it's gotten to the point now where it doesn't seem like when Cejudo or Hokey or whoever does it, it seems like it's coming from a real place of hatred. It genuinely is starting to seem like that now, to where it's like, oh, dang. You know that, like, that dude on Kick that runs around saying the N-word to everybody? Have you seen that dude? It's wild, bro. It's almost like you use the ability to post and free speech and social media and whatever and saying I'm in character as a cover to be like, oh, therefore I could say whatever the heck I want. And it's just whatever's in really deep within him is actually coming out. And it just kind of feels gross now.
Lives in America, loves guns, likes maybe a little bit too much. Imanov, these Alex, because Alex is American. Lives in America, loves guns,
Is he talking about Pereira? He's talking about how Pereira is like an All-American now. The dude's living here and absolutely refuses in every way to acclimate and doesn't even want to learn the language, allegedly. Kind of think he's pulling a Mackenzie Dern on us. But weird, probably because he fears him and he needs him as a training partner. This dude is all over the place and just so biased with everything he says. It's insane.
Maybe a little bit too much. Imanov, we don't accept you guys. We don't even want to see you guys.
We don't accept you guys. Who's we? He's not speaking for me. Who's he speaking for? His gym? His teammates? Even Chris Curtis has to walk out of the gym every 20 seconds to get some air from you, Strickland. Are you kidding me? Your token black friend? That dude can't even put up with you for long stretches of time.
You could be the best fighter in the world, dude, but nobody gives a.
Do you feel a certain
I mean, that almost feels like it's coming from a place of frustration because everybody makes fun of the way Strickland fights.
way that you aren't on the White House card, being such a proud American?
Of course he's upset that he's not on the White House card with everything that he said and everything that he's tried to cultivate, you know, this character that he's tried to build. The fact that he wasn't put on the White House card, you know it's eating him alive.
I mean, I don't know, dude. I do make fun of Trump a lot. I mean, you know, the list got a little weird. Got a little weird, right? Like, got a little weird, you know? I think they know that I probably wouldn't shut the up. I would win a fight and be like...
He is definitely a self-sabotager. And, you know, that's a fine line for me because, you know, there's a part of me that actually respects that he's saying, you know, I'd still say something. It's like, dang, you're going to be at the White House and say stuff about them like that. That's pretty G right there. But he's also definitely a self-sabotager. You know, even, you know, the broken clock could be right sometimes when the time is the right time. I think only if it's not on Army time. I don't know how that works. Only if it is on Army time. I'm not sure.
So, guys, are we going to release that anytime soon? Which one of you the kids? That's JD Vance. What's the widow's name? JD Vance is trying to slide up on Erica. Bro, I was actually thinking about
You're the one. Everyone's always talking about how people are trying to distract from the Epstein files, and you're talking about how you want them released. You're the one trying to distract, bro. You're the one trying to distract from what they did with the kids, talking about what everybody did with the goats. You're the one. You're part of the problem, bro. Stop talking about the goats. If we talk less about the goats, we'd be talking more about the kids.
that the other day. I was like, dude, my girl died. I'd pull this fight. I'm gonna vanish, bro. I'm gonna be up. Might have to go get some. Maybe a lot of them. This is like sending fireworks. Come up on JD Vance. Like, it's just weird, dude.
Yeah, the Erica Kirk, at least as far as I'm confirmed, that's a bipartisan situation. The way that she handled that, and I know everybody says, how dare you let people mourn the way that they... No, I won't. I will. I mean, if I was Charlie Kirk, I would be haunting her right now. I'd be haunting her. And I think maybe we should try. No, I don't want to incite any kind of violence. I was gonna say maybe we should haunt her on his behalf or something like that. We gotta rise up. No, nothing like that. But it's crazy, man. It's crazy. You know how there's some people they're like, yeah, when I pass away, I want my spouse to be happy and move on and marry like 4 more people and preferably get an STD. When I pass away, I want my partner to be so happy and so active and promiscuous that they pick up a STD, that they start to dress very inappropriately for their age. They start to get too friendly with our children's significant others, and start to make all of them feel very uncomfortable. She starts to make all the other women in the neighborhood jealous. I can't wrap my beanie around that, man. It's crazy. It's crazy to me. If I'm dead, I need Marilena to do some good. I've said it in the past, some good, thorough, high quality mourning. That's what I'm asking for. None of this Erica Kirk nonsense. It's crazy, man. Again, I feel the need to say this because I don't want anybody to get the wrong idea. This is a bipartisan issue.
Did you happen to see Dana White's reaction during the whole thing? They interviewed him afterwards. They were telling him to get under tables, and he just said...
Let me tell you,
Before he even says anything, I love it. I love what Dana was doing. I think I know that we like to clown on Dana White and give him a hard time and stuff, and he's like another Brendan Schaub for whatever reason in the community. But I think that was a G move, man. I think that, look, man, I think it's very interesting. The community is always talking about people ducking, and that's how you put people down. He's a duck. They keep ducking. Hey, stay ducking. # quack, quack, quack. That's a big thing in the community, to put people down. All the negative connotation behind it. Duck, duck, duck. Dana White did the absolute opposite of that. That fool refused to duck. He said, chale. He's up there just looking around, waiting to get some service, waiting to get some more mashed potatoes. He's like, I ain't going anywhere. I'm staying for dessert. I ain't going to that UFC card. Heck no. Heck no. I'm here to party. I just bought a new suit. And everyone is calling him an idiot. He's unprofessional. He doesn't know how to adhere to the blah, 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 blah protocols and safety. He's too much ego or whatever. It's like, dude, make up your mind. If he would have ducked, everybody would have been making memes saying like, oh, look, even Dana White's a duck. Oh, that's why John Jones is his favorite fighter, because this dude's a duck too. I could just imagine when John Jones was a baby and Dana White was walking across the road with his little baby. And you know how when you see the ducks crossing the road, Dana White and his little baby John Jones crossing the road like ducks, like it would have never ended, bro. So he doesn't duck, and nobody wants to shut their mouth either. Make up your mind, bro.
I'm sure Dana White is a sociopath. Like, I mean, let's be honest. Yeah, no, I think Dana...
Hey, having sociopathic tendencies can make you very successful. That's just the facts.
White would love to watch him kill, dude. Yeah, no, he's a sick dude. 100%.
I'm not sociopathic, by the way, and you could tell because I'm not successful.
I mean, come on, do we not think that about Dana White? Like, the guy's probably a sociopath, or even, I wouldn't assume, probably is.
And honestly, I think a sociopath would I don't think Strickland is afraid of saying it because, well, I don't expect Strickland to know this. I feel like a sociopath, if someone calls him out and calls him a sociopath, I feel like the sociopath would kind of take it as a compliment. And I feel like a sociopathic person would feel like their ego was being tickled if somebody called them sociopathic. They'll be like, yeah, that's right. I'm better than you.
Psychopath.
He is your boss.
Yeah, I wish. That's why I'm not making. Why should be making more money, dude? I got to deal with these. That one name, Alan. Such a. Bro, who has an Instagram handle on a truck? Like the moment I seen that, I was like, I have no respect for you.
The Instagram handle thing is weird. I would never. You know, actually, I could be doing a lot better right now. This is kind of my full-time gig right now, so I might hit up Brendan Allen in the DMs and find out where he got that Instagram thing from. But again, I think it's very weird that he it's kind of like shoot, man. It's kind of like when people become like incels and stuff like that when they just really wanted to get with the girl and they got hurt and they go full blown the other way and now they're all bitter and stuff like that. The gay thing is a little bit too much, dude. The gay thing is a little bit too much. It's almost like he got his heart broken by Billy or something like that back in the 4th grade, and it's like he just doesn't know how to let it go. It's too much. Like, there's plenty of dudes out there that ain't down with that gay stuff, you know? But it ain't at the tip of their tongue, you know, literally or metaphorical, as much as it is with Strickland. Like, the dude just can't get it off the brain, you know what I'm saying? Literal and metaphorical. It's too much, dude.
And then Armin's like, well, and then what did Armin say? What was that? In Russia, we don't speak like that. It's America, bro. We live in a stand your ground state, dude.
Look, I might be wrong. You could fact check me. I'm comment farming. I don't think America is not the way it used to be. It's not like the Wild West anymore. It's not like we're the cowboy nation, especially certain places like California. California is one of those places where, like, if someone's robbing you and they have you at gunpoint and you try to defend yourself and you break their thumb or something like that, you're spending life in prison now. You know, the U.S. ain't what it used to be. I think Strickland's thinking back to those days when, he was getting, like, beat down by his dad and stuff. He's like, oh, this is the way the world is. America's rough and tough. And it's like, I think maybe that, first of all, it was a different time. That was back in the day. You had a rougher than usual household. America as a whole ain't like that anymore. Like, Russia, they won't play around. They'll stand their ground and do what needs to be done. But America got soft, bro.
I mean, we're the Myrtle capital of the world, dog. Myrtle. Like, do you know where you're at? You're out there being a billionaire punking little weasels, bro.
Who's Armin Sarukian punking? He says Armin Sarukian's out there punking little weasels. Who's he referring to? Does he think he's a Dagestani? Is he talking about Hezbollah? Is that just more like subliminal, like subconscious racism? Is he mixing them up with the Dagestanians? Or again, he's the dude that fights social media influencers all the time, and he's saying Armin's a bully? Are you kidding me, bro?
Anybody you see driving, bro, you're trying to punk in America, you take a bullet. So yeah, no, maybe the Russians didn't understand where they're at. Well,
Sean Strickland, unfortunately, has become self-aware, and it seems like the only thing that he had to offer us at one point is now gone. The only thing that he had to offer us, the homie Joshua Hokett is now doing $1 billion, $1 million, 1 million, 1 billion times better. Am I right, Miami? Make up your mind. If he would have ducked, everyone else would have been, everybody would have been